Is the Marysville housing market cooling down, or is it crashing? If you've been watching the headlines or just scrolling through listings, you might have noticed things are changing. Hi, I'm Jim West. Today, we are diving deep into the December 2025 data for the Marysville Exempted Village School District. I'm going to be honest with you, the frenzy of the last few years is over, but the data points to a very clear answer regarding a crash. The market is not crashing, it is stabilizing. We are seeing a shift toward a more sustainable pace, and depending on which side of the transaction you're on, this is either a massive opportunity or a call to change your strategy. Stick around, because I'm also going to share my reset period forecast for the first quarter of 2026 and a specific tip for buyers looking for a deal right now. Let's look at the hard numbers from December 2025, sourced directly from Columbus REALTORS. First, let's talk price. The average sales price in Marysville dipped to $333,109, which is a 10.4% drop. The median sales price also saw a drop of 4.8% to $332,500. But here is the biggest trend you need to watch entering 2026. Inventory is rising. The number of homes for sale jumped by 17.4% year over year, moving from 46 to 54 active listings. Why is inventory building up? It's because the pace of the market has slowed. Pending contracts, meaning homes going under contract, were down nearly 39% in December. This has pushed our months of supply up to 1.3 months. Now, for context, a balanced market is usually 4 to 6 months of supply. So technically, we are still in a seller's market, but it feels very different than it did a year ago. So, what does this mean for you if you are looking to buy? The short answer is yes, it is a good time to buy. In fact, this is the most buyer-friendly environment we have seen in several years. You are far less likely to face those dreaded 10-offer bidding wars. Because sales volume is down, sellers are suddenly open to things they wouldn't consider last year, like covering your closing costs, accepting inspection repairs, or negotiating on the price. Here is my expert tip for buyers right now. Look for homes that have been on the market for 14 days or more. When a listing is brand new, sellers often still expect full price. But once that 2-week mark hits, sellers are often ready to negotiate. January and February offer the best negotiating leverage you will likely see all year. Now, sellers, I need to be real with you. You can still sell for a great price, but the easy market is gone. We are still seeing sellers receive, on average, 98.7% of their list price. That is a strong number. However, that only applies to sellers who prep the home and price it accurately from day one. With inventory up 17%, you have more competition. Your home has to look better than the neighbor's homes online, or buyers will just scroll past. Overpricing is the fastest way to become a stale listing in this market. If you want to know exactly how to prep your home, we have a guide called the Marysville Seller Playbook that breaks this down step by step. So, where are we heading? Based on how we closed out 2025, we are entering what I call the reset period for the first quarter of 2026. Here's what I expect for January through March. 1. Price stabilization. I expect median prices to stabilize in the $295,000 to $310,000 range. 2. Inventory. Growth. We will likely see active listings creep up to 60 or 70 homes by March. 3. Slower sales. Expect homes to take about 35 to 45 days to sell. That is a big shift from the 20-day averages we saw during the peak of 2024. This reset is being driven by buyer psychology. People are waiting for prices to settle, and a seasonal slowdown. Here is the bottom line. When you zoom out and look at the full year of 2025, Marysville prices actually increased by 2.8% year to date. We aren't crashing, we are normalizing. If you are planning a move in 2026, don't rely on outdated advice from 2 years ago. Whether you are buying soon, selling soon, or just curious about your home's value in the shifting market, reach out to us. You can download our seller playbook or get a custom net sheet at the links in the description below. And if you like this videos, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every Friday. I'm Jim West. Thanks for watching, and let's make your next move a smart one.